It's a tragedy that has shaken an entire community. A young boy found dead outside a Dairy Queen, his tiny body covered in bruises and signs of long-term abuse. His name was Dante Campbell, and the horror of what investigators uncovered has left the public demanding justice and accountability. Authorities say Dante's final moments were marked by pain and neglect. Found near the restaurant, his small frame bore unmistakable signs of repeated violence. Even more heartbreaking, his twin sister was found alive but injured, showing similar signs of abuse. Police allege that both children were victims of prolonged violence at the hands of their mother and her boyfriend, who are now the main suspects in one of the most disturbing child abuse cases in recent memory. As the investigation unfolded, the details only grew darker. Detectives confirmed this wasn't a single outburst but part of a larger pattern of cruelty. Prosecutors are hinting that additional charges may follow as evidence continues to emerge. The mother's behavior after the discovery of Dante's body raised serious suspicions. When questioned, she reportedly gave inconsistent statements, something authorities interpret as a potential obstruction of justice. Investigators are also examining whether she attempted to cover up evidence of the abuse or failed to seek medical help for her children when she still had the chance. Both she and her boyfriend, police believe, had multiple opportunities to prevent this tragedy but chose not to. This case has also drawn attention to failures within child protective services. Records show that CPS had previously investigated the family after reports of neglect. Yet, despite those warnings, no decisive action was taken. Experts argue this will become a central issue in court, whether systemic negligence allowed Dante's abuse to continue until it was too late. A former caretaker who occasionally looked after the twins told police she noticed bruises on Dante months before his death. She admitted she didn't report the injuries to authorities, fearing the mother would cut off contact. Her silence, while legally permissible for non-mandatory reporters, now weighs heavily as people question how many signs were missed and whether the boy's life could have been saved if someone had spoken up sooner. Meanwhile, state agencies are facing renewed criticism. Overworked and understaffed, many social workers face impossible choices between removing children from unstable homes and trying to rehabilitate families. In Dante's case, the system failed catastrophically. Despite repeated warnings, no action was taken to protect him or his sister. It's a grim reminder how bureaucratic hesitation can lead to irreversible loss. Adding another layer to the case, police revealed that the mother's boyfriend, identified as Cruz, made incriminating statements after being read his Miranda rights. Despite being advised to remain silent, he spoke freely, allegedly admitting involvement in the events leading to Dante's death. Prosecutors intend to use his statements as a key piece of evidence. His defense team, however, may argue the confession was coerced or made under emotional distress. Experts predict the couple may try to shift blame during trial, with each pointing fingers at the other. Some analysts believe Cruz might claim he only confessed to protect the mother. Regardless of strategy, prosecutors appear confident, citing strong forensic evidence and witness testimony. During a search of the home, officers reportedly found marijuana and learned that Cruz had been involved in drug sales. While drug use isn't an excuse for violence, defense lawyers may argue addiction played a role in clouding his judgment. But prosecutors are expected to push back hard, insisting that nothing can excuse the brutal death of a child. The most horrifying revelation, however, concerns what happened after Dante was found unresponsive. Instead of calling 911 immediately, the mother and Cruz drove away, taking the injured twin sister with them. They only called for help after leaving the scene, despite having phones readily available. Investigators are now working with medical experts to determine whether immediate medical care could have saved Dante's life. If so, prosecutors may upgrade the charges to criminally negligent homicide, arguing that their delay directly contributed to his death. Legal experts say this case exposes the darkest side of child abuse, violence behind closed doors, failures of protection systems, and silence from those who could have acted. As the investigation continues, the community is left grieving and angry, calling for justice not only for Dante but for every child failed by those meant to protect them. This case is more than a crime story. It's a haunting reflection of how easily a child's cries for help can go unheard until it's far too late.